Okay, when one of the mini blinds cord breaks, one of these are the honeycomb style, and you have this winder in this style, and this is a tensioner, and the pole, this little bar, goes all the way to the other one, which I have disassembled here. And this fits in. You have to kind of spread the white, you have to spread this white piece here apart like this to get this to come out. And then once you have it out, you will thread your new cord out with a paper clip straightened, and make yourself a little hook as small as you possibly can. You're going to get pliers and pinch that cord inside the little hook that you made. I'll do that off camera. Now it's pinched very tight and this will not come out. And I'm going to go, this is important, this side of the string, this is your extra. You want to go and keep the extra on this bottom side of the mini blind. And you're going to thread up. You're not going to go through this mechanism first and then go down. You want the extra string on this side, the down side of the mini blind. So now I'm going to squeeze this and poke it through. Comes out the other end very easily. Okay, I got it. Now I will unhook here and I will go through the hole. You can refer to the other side. There is a hole right here. See this hole right there? You're going to go through here, out the hole on the outside of this white cylinder. Then you're going to go down this hole, through the side to this second chamber. In other words, through this one, and then out this hole. Actually, that was the reverse, since I got to take this off and go through this hole, through here, and outside, on the outside of the white, into this hole here. And then you're going to tie a big knot. It's going to come out the end of here. Let me do that off camera. Focus. And on the outside of the cylinder, I go through the hole here. And now I'm going to tie a knot here so it won't get pulled through the cylinder. Okay, there's my big fat knot. Now, one thing I should have mentioned at the beginning is make sure to get the same diameter cord that you had before. At first I used an old mini blind cord and it was a little bit thicker and it wouldn't fit as many turns on the cylinder because the cylinder will spin and it will wind up the cord, and what happened was my cord was too thick so it couldn't wind enough before it ran out of room by winding from this side all the way up to this side. So as a result, my mini blind, my honeycomb blinds, would not extend that far down. So now I have the right diameter cord. Actually, this one's a little thicker than the original, but it's much better than my other one. So now I'm going to release all the cord out of here just by pulling. Okay. So now what you have is an unwound side, but you have this side is wound. So we're going to lay this on the carpet and get someone to pull it out for you. Stretch it out as far as you want it to go in your window. Maybe a little more if it's possible. And then once it's stretched out, we will click this back in. Let me do that now. Okay, now stretch it out. Hold this side. Stretching it out. Go ahead. Stretch it out all the way. This part becomes a little tricky because this side is going to be under tension and this side is not. And so I'm holding it with my knee here and I'm going to work on it here. I'm going to click this. This is the bottom of the blind, by the way. I got that wrong earlier, but this little tab here is going to fit into this little notch here. And that's where the string goes in, right on here. So we're going to first slide it onto the pole. I'm going to do this off camera, but I'm going to slide this pole into here, slide this into the spot, and then use my fingers to widen these white rails, and then I'm going to click this into place. So now this is in place. And there's no windings right here. And there's no windings right here. Now I'm going to let it wind. And now we have a functioning mini blind again. And the important part is when you let it roll up, notice how this side is wider than this side. That's because you haven't put this on yet. This is a little retaining string retainer that goes on this and holds the string taut. So what we're going to do is, we know about how much string we need at this point, which is why we have our roll on this side. We don't need to guess at the length. So hold it so it's about the same on both sides, like this. And then pull this tight, and then cut it about this far and wrap the cord around and through this so that it can't pull through the honeycomb. And make sure that when you let go of this part that it's holding tight right here at the same length, at the same width of the honeycomb. From this width to this width. That way it'll hang straight in your window. So let me do that off camera. And it took me a couple tries to get the winding tight enough so that it was the same width on both sides, but that's where you want to spend some time and get it right, because you went through all this trouble. Might as well have it hang nicely. So now, this is the top of the mini blind, or the honeycomb. I had a little extra because I chose to cut mine off, go through the center of the hole, and come straight out and then wind it up. So in order to go through the center, I had to cut. So I wasted a whole 2 inches of this string by not estimating properly, but estimating conservatively. So just put some tape on this side to hold it from coming out of the top of your honeycomb, and you can hang this on your window. So now we can block the sun, and I hope this helped you. It took me a while to figure this out. I actually made this video so I could fix it next time, because it took me about 30 minutes to figure out what I was doing, maybe longer. Hope this helps. Talk to you later.